Jade, because you can't quite describe what it
And
is
she's
about
recording
her.
this as well.
But as soon as she walks in a room, people just get it.
Kate Jackson, the producer of this series, was one of Jade's 5 bridesmaids at her wedding, exactly 1 month before she died. All 5 of them want to pay tribute to her.
She's done more in her life than I definitely have, and a lot of other people have. And I think she was happy. She was really happy. She's a wonderful friend, and nothing will ever be the same again for me. No one's ever replaced her. She's just great to watch. I could watch her all day. It just fascinates me. She represents everything. Everything, really.
Jade Goody was a dental nurse from Bermondsey. This video changed her life forever.
As you all know, my name's Jade. I'm 20. I'm from Bermondsey in London. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. I'll be great for the show because I've got a great personality. I'm very, very bubbly and I'm very outspoken. I've got a big personality, just like me, star, Gemini. 1 minute I'm all, yeah, and next minute I'm all, nah, get on the phone, still living.
She done this video and I didn't know nothing about it. And then her boyfriend was beating her up. Then she was getting held with me, and the easiest way out was getting into Big Brother.
I'm an original. There's not enough one like me. Bit unique, like I've got the best nice pattern, and a bit disjointed. That is me. But we're even song. Wake up, Big Brother, I guess I got something to say to you. Get me out of Bermondsey and put me on TV. So Gina, and all your friends pick me.
I don't think she ever expected to actually get in. Ever.
But she did.
The first time she stepped out on Big Brother, it was like she adapted to the cameras straight away. It was like she was made for them cameras that first day, on that first show.
Didn't think for a second I did, because I thought I was going to be out in the second week. Because I thought I'd be more people. Because I am quite annoying.
The papers had a field day. The tabloids loved her and loved to hate her.
They either love me or they hate me. There's never sort of, she's alright. Actually, I really like her because of this, or I actually can't stand her. You never get a, oh, she's alright. You always get, yeah, she's lovely, or no, I hate her.
But whatever people thought, she made them laugh.
Is there not a place called Staying in our balls?
Jade, you taking stupid pills?
And it wasn't long before a new word had entered the English language. A Jadeism.
But in the olden days, they had wirelophones and they got music out of that.
The things she comes out with, you think you couldn't have wrote that. How did she think of the things she comes out with?
I'm going to be racking my brain now and I ain't got much to rack.
She rang me up once and asked me if she needed euros to go to Newcastle or somewhere because she was going by plane. I just laughed at her.
Jade was up for anything. And made it to the final.
Didn't think for a second I'd been there that long at all. So I was really happy to get to where I was.
Jade!
When I didn't win, I thought I was just going home, just back to a normal life. I didn't think that anything like this would happen.
She just didn't know the effect that she had on everyone. She was like so naive to it, as in the fame wise, because she actually did think that she was coming out the next day and going back to work. She really did think that.
It was so nerve-wracking because I just didn't know what to expect. I actually thought there was going to be people there like squirting from my ketchup at me. It was just so surreal and it was one of the most amazing experiences in my life. on addiction night, so many people come up to me and was like, you just don't know. You didn't really sure, but I ain't got £75,000. He was like, no, you got well more than that.
And the first reality superstar was born. Jade's actual birthday was 21 years earlier in South London, where she was raised by her mum Jackie.
My mum gave me a massive black bag of photos the other day because I said that I wanted to try and make a little family tree up or something for Bobby at some time, whenever that is, for Bobby and Freddie. Oh my god, I was 5 days old, and the picture of my mum actually was whiter than the blanket. My mum was ill. She had a hard time pushing me out there. Which isn't it, which I think is quite cute when I was in primary school, when I was age 6 there. I've always been a bit of a poser, so my mum's told me, and I obviously thought I looked quite cool there. Miss Poser, so I thought I was a ballerina or gymnastic or something. I thought. This is my dad with his afro. I've actually got a bigger picture with a bigger afro. That's my dad.
Jade had a difficult relationship with her father Andrew, who was a heroin addict.
Never really had nothing to do with my dad. My dad wasn't really the sort of person my mum wanted me growing up around. He was always in that prison.
Jade knew he was on Dr. Friday. Yeah, Jade see bloody niggas in his arm. When she was about 3 years old, 4 years old. I didn't even know that. He's never took drugs while I was in him. All the 9 years.
When I actually was old enough to make my own mind up, I realised it was someone that I didn't really want nothing to do. And so I just took myself away from him.
When Jade was just 5 years old, Jackie was involved in a motorbike accident. She was badly injured, and her left arm was paralysed.
From the time I lost my arm, Jade became mum. She was fixing plugs and ironing and washing and, you know, not mum, dad, Jade.
At 5, when you should be playing out, I was actually like doing the cooking and cleaning and ironing because my mum couldn't do it. So that, on that scale, was sad, but then I think about anything, there are worse people out there than me, so I was just unfortunate as a child, and there are other people that are like that.
When Jade reached her teens, there were more problems to deal with.
When I become a drug addict, that is when she just took over the house, me, the dogs, everything. And I had no ability to do anything, to be truthful with you.
Jade grew up just a mile or so from here, in Bermondsey. This is the council flat she shared with Jackie, who still lives here.
Ma? Okay, I'm coming. My mum's house. The decorating and white room rolling. Looks nice.
Hi Jade, how are you? You're sorry the house is up the wall, the workmen are doing all the electrics.
Jade showed us around when we were filming with her in 2005.
This was my old room. That was my sunbed, like, when I was about 10. Just get out of here. God, please, get out. Get in.
I am.
Shut the door, please.
Is it in the car?
This is my old school. It's called St James's. It's my primary school. It's changed now.
Yeah, hasn't it? You did both of them though, didn't you? You did infants and juniors.
I was an A-class student. Never bad. Always
Oh
very good.
my god.
I was loved by all the teachers.
She wasn't?
Quite. Trip to the secondary school now.
Jade went on to Bacon's College till she was 16.
When we used to bunk, we used to come out them main gates. God, you can't bunk no more. The gates are proper locked.
Yeah,
Them gates like you used to be able to open, and I used to just walk out and just bunk. Not when I attended very often. And up there's like a roof terrace, and that's where all the teachers get together, and that is their staff room. A roof terrace is their
What's that
staff
one
room.
there?
And they sit there and they have their coffee and their chat. It's very posh, it's a nice one.
Yeah, it is.
A couple of teachers in there said that my behaviour and that I'd probably get nowhere. Now they're already in their words. Like, can we just go in there? Fucking phone back because I'm so stupid. That's my school. Don't like it. Oh, hi, Carla.
Coming up,
Hello.
Jade becomes a mum twice. And she's in the spotlight again with her first business venture.